Today, join me on this trip on one of my favorite airlines, EVA Air, from Vancouver to Taipei on their business class 777-300ER. But first, let's start our journey right here in Kelowna. This trip is the part one of my bigger journey back to my hometown Dalian, China. I have to say, I haven't seen my family for close to 4 years since the pandemic, so I'm very excited for this trip. After around 45-minute delay, we boarded our first flight of the day by Air Canada Express on their Dash 8 from Kelowna to Vancouver. This flight took place in mid-July, so the daytime was very long, and we were lucky because after the delay, our flight actually took off right around 8:40 p.m. and our whole trip was still in daylight, so we could enjoy this very scenic ride from Kelowna to Vancouver. I find it fascinating flying from the east side of Canada into Vancouver, where I could see the different landscape changes, and I know exactly where I am, all the way from Fraser Valley area into Surrey, Burnaby, Vancouver, and then finish at Richmond.
Their flights leave at about 9:35, so they have...
Right after a short 40-minute flight, we got ourselves into the D gate area of YVR. And because we're flying EVA Air, which is Star Alliance, and we're flying business class, so we have access to the Maple Leaf Lounge, and that's exactly where we're gonna go. Since it's almost the end of the day, the lounge wasn't really crowded at all, which is the way we like it. There is, however, a notice by the front entrance for a photography and video notice for a Air Canada fan flight experience, and I have no idea what that is, but I guess I may see myself on the big screen. The Maple Leaf lounges in Vancouver are great for plane spotting. Right before 10 p.m., the sun sets. The thing I like the most about this lounge is their bar. They really got a great selection of cocktails. Be sure to check it out next time if you're visiting. After enjoying some food and a few drinks, it's time to head out to our next lounge, the Sky Team Lounge. The reason? Well, the Maple Leaf Lounge closed at 11 p.m. They are, however, going to open up this lounge a little bit longer starting next year when they start their new flight to Singapore. That flight is a red-eye flight and is departing at 12:15 a.m. I'm excited to try that one too. Let's see. SkyTeam Lounge is opened up quite late because they are servicing the last flight of the day by China Airlines to Taipei at 2:20 a.m. One thing special about this lounge is they actually serve boba tea in the morning. And I had a pleasure to try one before, but at this time, because it's very late, that isn't an option anymore. But they still have a very decent food selection here. And there is nothing better than taking a shower right before your long haul flight. And yeah, see you at the gate. Right after you're settling down at your seat, the crew welcome you with a welcome drink and a little candy, also a white towel. The amenity kit is done by Salvador Ferragamo. The kit itself is very decent, but this isn't the hard shell one where you can only get from Taipei departure long haul flight. The kit itself comes with a facial mist, lip balm, body lotion, hair comb, dental kit, earplug, eye mask, plus a mini bag. Many airlines are getting really creative about their safety videos, and EVA Air is one of them. The flight was pretty much on time. We got pushed back right after 2 a.m. Since now we have some time, so let's do a quick seat tour. You got yourself a little lamp over here that is adjustable, and you have a power socket over here, and USB and audio input, and you have your controller over here, and next to that, if you notice, that is the adjacent pajama. And the system and IFE seem to be a little dated, but it still work. And you get yourself a little close hook over here, and this divider does go up and down to give you a little bit more privacy when you go to sleep. And we're taking off, so I'm gonna continue this part of the tour later on.
Try to reach you, but you close your mind. So much you say, the words are hard to find. You're running out of stamina, I see it in your eyes. Let me be your light, we can reignite like fireflies. Whenever you can't sleep at night, I'll be the one that would hold you.
Let's see what they have on their FE system. I think they do have a good selection of shows and movies, but the touchscreen itself is a little lagging. That being said, this plane is about 13 years old, and that's the age of your iPhone 3 and iPhone 4, so it's pretty good. But I do have to say, it is better on their Dreamliners. Of course, you get yourself a dining table over here, and I think it's really good size. Around half an hour into the flight, our meal service begins. I pre-ordered my meal online, so I didn't get a paper menu on board. and by this time I have no idea what my appetizers are, but I do remember they taste pretty good. I did order a evergreen special cocktail. I think it had melon liquor in there, plus some vodka and some soda. I don't know if other ingredients in there, but yeah, it's also good. By the time I just finished my don't know what appetizer, my next appetizer showed up. This one I can guess without a menu. I know I had some smoked duck breast, a prawn, some quinoa, and a garnish with some grain. Although this 777 isn't the Hello Kitty special livery version, but I'm glad we have a little touch on our silverware. And here is my main. My special ordered duck confit. I would say this is probably one of the best duck meat I've had on the airplane. And after the main meal, I got served with some fruit and a cake. Soon after the meal, the whole cabin turns dark. It's right around 4 a.m. and I didn't use the turn-down service, but I think I did a good job here. The bed is extra comfy. Before I go to bed, let's check out the loo. This is a decent sized loo, I would say, and it also comes with extra toothbrush, earplug, and also some mouthwash. It also comes with a pretty good selection of skincare products. I was thinking to put a pajama on, but the cabin feels a little bit hot today, so by the time I finish my business at the loo, I decide not to. I don't sleep well when I fly, but this time I had a solid 5 to 6 hours sleep. I think because the bed and the bedding was just very comfy to me. And right before we getting into Taipei, our breakfast was served. For breakfast, I picked the Asian style breakfast with some congee and lots of condiments around it. This is my comfort food. What about yours? After the quick breakfast, I got myself some more fruit and a cup of tea just to fresh myself up. A few minutes before landing, the whole cabin lights up. The 11-hour and 15-minute flight felt like a breeze. I think I found a reason why I enjoyed this flight so much. Besides EVA Air's amazing hot product, the food, the amenity, the smile on their faces, the great service that we have, I think the schedule of this flight is one of the major things that just work for me. And I think it'll probably work for many other people when you fly to Asia from Vancouver. This will help you to adjust your time difference because by the time you go to bed, it's about 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. And once you wake up, it's morning time, early morning time in Asia. So it really help you to adjust your schedule. And if you have a connecting flight, it's actually great for that too, because you can get to most of your destination within Southeast Asia or East Asia within that morning. And that is the game changer. Good morning, Taipei. It feels great to come back to Taoyuan Airport. The airport is dated, but it's like a time capsule where things shouldn't change. And somehow that's exactly what I need for this trip to visit my family. And on that note, it's time to end. See you next time on my flight from Taipei to Beijing on EVA Air's A330 business class. Be sure to like and subscribe. Cheers!